Luxury is a word the world often misunderstands. To some, it is about gold and glitter, about extravagant displays and eye-watering price tags. But for Bugatti, luxury has always been something far deeper. It is a philosophy, an identity, a standard that refuses compromise. And nowhere is that philosophy more alive than in the Bugatti W16 Mistral, a car that is not simply driven, but lived. The Mistral is more than just another hypercar. It is a closing chapter, the final open-top Bugatti to be powered by the legendary, quad-turbocharged W16 engine. For nearly 2 decades, the W16 has been the beating heart of Bugatti's modern era, powering icons like the Veyron and the Chiron. But here in the Mistral, that power is dressed in elegance. This is not just engineering. This is luxury as only Bugatti can define it. From the very first glance, the Mistral commands presence. Its silhouette is flowing, timeless, sculpted by the very air that moves around it. The design is aerodynamic, yes, but it is also artistic. The lines are fluid, the proportions perfect, the details refined with the precision of a master jeweler. The open-top configuration gives the car its soul. Freedom unrestrained. Wind and sky blending with the orchestra of 16 cylinders roaring behind you. But the true story of luxury begins when you step inside. The cabin of the Bugatti W16 Mistral is not a cockpit. It is a sanctuary. Here every detail has been chosen not merely for function, but for feeling. The leathers are sourced from the finest tanneries in the world, chosen for their softness, durability, and aroma. The stitching is performed by artisans whose skills turn thread into poetry. Carbon fiber panels shimmer like woven silk. Aluminum knobs turn with the reassuring weight of precision timepieces. And at the center, the gear shifter and engraved with Rembrandt Bugatti's dancing elephant where reminds you that even the smallest detail is treated as art. This is not an interior created by machines. This is human craft elevated to its highest expression. It is a lounge on wheels, a private retreat that exists not for necessity, but for the pure joy of experience. That is luxury, not what is needed, but what is extraordinary. Beyond its beauty, the Mistral is defined by exclusivity. Only 99 examples will ever exist, each priced at around $5 million. But here's the truth, every one of them was sold before the public even had the chance to dream. This is not a car you simply buy. This is a car you are invited to own. Bugatti chooses its clients as carefully as they choose Bugatti. Ownership is not merely a matter of wealth. It is a matter of legacy, of reputation, of belonging to one of the most exclusive circles in the world. This exclusivity is not new. From the very beginning, Bugatti has been the brand of kings, aristocrats, and visionaries. Ettore Bugatti built cars not just for speed, but for elegance. In the 1920s, the Type 41 Royale was so luxurious, so vast, and so ornate that only a handful were ever produced, designed specifically for monarchs. That same spirit of exclusivity continues in the W16 Mistral. It is a car built not for the masses, but for the few. And what kind of life does a Bugatti W16 Mistral lead? It is a life of extraordinary settings. On the French Riviera, it cruises beside the Mediterranean, its open roof blending driver, car, and sea air into one moment of perfection. In Monaco, it rests beside mega yachts and private jets, yet still draws more eyes than either. In the world's most exclusive estates and collections, it holds pride of place, not merely as a car, but as a centerpiece. This lifestyle is not about transport. It is about theater. Arriving in a Bugatti W16 Mistral is not like arriving in another car. It is a statement of identity, of belonging to a world where everything is rare. Everything is bespoke. Everything is crafted for you and you alone. And yet luxury is not just about materials or exclusivity. It is also about emotion. Driving the W16 Mistral is not about testing limits, though it can soar past 50 miles per hour with ease. It is about feeling serenity while harnessing unimaginable power. It is about the silence within the storm. It is about knowing that you are experiencing something no other car can offer. 16 cylinders, 4 turbochargers, and 1,600 horsepower, delivered not as chaos but as composure. Compared to other luxury marques, Bugatti exists in its own realm. Rolls-Royce defines automotive comfort. Pagani creates hypercars as rolling art. Ferrari delivers racing heritage with Italian passion. Yet Bugatti blends them all, comfort, artistry, heritage, performance, into a single creation that transcends categories. The W16 Mistral does not compete. It simply exists above. And then there is the farewell. Because this is not simply a new Bugatti. This is the last Bugatti to carry the W16 engine, the last of its bloodline, the end of an era of combustion glory. And that perhaps is the greatest luxury of all, to own something that can never be repeated. To hold history in your hands, knowing that it is yours and only yours forever, that is true exclusivity. That is ultimate luxury. When future generations look back, they will not see the Mistral as just another hypercar. They will see it as a monument. A rolling sculpture that closed one chapter of history and opened another. They will see it displayed in museums, in private collections, in the stories of the world's elite, and they will say, this was the car that defined the meaning of luxury in its time. Because in the end, what is luxury? Luxury is not about owning many things. It is about owning the rarest things. It is not about excess. It is about refinement. It is not about wealth. It is about taste. Luxury is the ability to say no to compromise, to demand perfection, to create experiences that no one else can. The Bugatti W16 Mistral is the embodiment of that definition. It is freedom captured in metal, heritage expressed in design, power delivered as poetry. It is the very essence of what happens when speed, art, and exclusivity are fused into one perfect creation. The world will move on. Technology will change. New engines, new ideas, new philosophies will arrive. But the Mistral will remain, eternal, untouchable, unforgettable, a symbol not just of luxury, but of what luxury truly means when it is pursued without limit.